Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today we're talking about 8 foods that target visceral fat in 30 days or less. The visceral fat is the fat around your organs, the scary fat, and these foods will help rid that. So if you're excited, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories. That is exactly what I follow to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss. And I also offer one-on-one coaching if you need direct assistance, have questions, I'm always here to help. Links and discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down below for you. So let's talk about it. 8 foods that help fight visceral fat in 30 days. The best way to rid visceral fat isn't only the foods that you're choosing. There's some other factors that go into that. And as a reminder, visceral fat is the fat around your organs. So there's subcutaneous fat. That's the fat below the surface of your skin. That's the non-scary fat. The visceral fat, which is what around your organs, is what is the scary fat. Reducing visceral fat in 30 days is best achieved through a holistic approach, maintaining a moderate calorie deficit, choosing high fiber, high protein foods, and replacing refined grains and added sugars, and incorporating regular physical activity, especially a combination of aerobic exercise and strength training. So along with these 8 foods, living a healthy lifestyle is really important. Food number 1 is rolled oats. I actually just made the most amazing Amish style baked oatmeal in my meal prep on my main channel this week. So I've been eating all the oats. They are a top source of soluble fiber, specifically beta-glucan, which helps you feel full, slows digestion, and can help stabilize your blood sugar levels. High fiber intake, particularly soluble fiber, is strongly associated with lower visceral fat accumulation over time. So carbs that contain fiber, so slow digesting carbs like oats, are really important to add to your diet. Now there is a time and place for those fast acting carbs, those processed foods like chips and crackers, but I would say at least 80 to 90% of the carbohydrates that you consume daily should be these slow digesting ones like rolled oats. Number 2 are beans and legumes. These are often overlooked and underrated. Not only are they an incredible source of fiber, they're actually a great source of protein, and beans are extremely versatile. You can have them hot, you can have them warm. They're great to add to salads and to soups. Definitely incorporate beans. Beans and legumes, especially chickpeas, black beans, and lentils. A powerhouse of both fiber, soluble, insoluble, and plant-based protein. This combination is highly satiating, meaning it helps control appetite and overall caloric intake, the foundation for fat loss. And beans have been linked to having a lower waist circumference in adults. Number 3, my favorite, are berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Did you know raspberries are the highest fiber fruit? There are so many benefits to eating berries. Berries including blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are also essential for fat loss. High in fiber and packed with antioxidants, these compounds help fight inflammation and may improve insulin sensitivity, both of which are crucial for reducing visceral fat. They also satisfy a sweet craving with natural sugars. Now remember, natural sugar like what's found in berries and fruit is very different than added sugar like eating a Snickers bar. There's fiber in fruit, so it actually slows the blood sugar spike or eliminates it altogether. And if you're going to pick a fruit, berries would be my number 1 recommendation. Again, they're very versatile. You can have them frozen, you can have them fresh, you can put them on yogurt, on cereal, just eat them by the handful. I typically buy like a little thing of raspberries and eat the entire thing. So berries are incredible. Number 4, salmon or other fatty fish. It's actually a really good source of fat. Now there's a difference between a healthy fat and an unhealthy fat. Just like there's some foods that are just healthier than others, there's some fats that are just healthier than others. And the omega-3s and 6s that are found in salmon and fatty fish are essential. Salmon or other fatty fish are good for fat loss. They provide high quality lean protein and is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, and research suggests they may specifically target body fat, including visceral fat, by modulating fat metabolism. So if you're going to choose a fish to eat, I would try to choose one that's a little bit fattier. Now, if you love a good white fish, just make sure that you're pairing that, since it is essentially fat-free, with some source of fat, just so that you have a nice complete meal. But don't avoid fatty fish thinking that it's bad for you. The fats in there are extremely healthy. Number 5, Greek yogurt. Whether you choose full fat, low fat, fat-free, Greek yogurt is one of the easiest ways to get in protein. Greek yogurt, plain, low-fat, non-fat, are an excellent source of protein and probiotics. The high protein content boosts satiety and supports muscle maintenance, which keeps your metabolism revving. The probiotics live cultures can support a healthy gut microbiome linked to better weight regulation and reduced abdominal fat. Having a healthy gut is one of the key components of weight loss. If your gut is all out of whack, you're gonna have a hard time losing weight. And because there's probiotics, prebiotics in Greek yogurt, not to mention the protein and the live active cultures, that's going to really help stimulate a healthy gut, which leads to weight loss and lower visceral fat. Number 6, avocados. Again, going back to unhealthy fat and healthy fat. Avocados is one of the easiest ways to get in healthy fat. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated healthy fats and fiber. These heart-healthy fats, when replacing saturated or trans fats, have been associated with a reduction in visceral fat. They also contribute to a feeling of fullness, aiding in calorie control. Avocados are also very versatile. You can eat them right out of the avocado. You can make guacamole. You can even add them to smoothies. All they do is add a nice rich creaminess, and you get the benefits of the healthy fat. So if you're an avocado lover like me, eat them up. They are a great way to prevent visceral fat. Number 7, leafy greens. All those yummy greens like kale, spinach, arugula, those are amazing sources of leafy greens. Leafy greens, especially spinach, kale, and arugula, will also lead to fat loss. Extremely low in calories, but high in fiber, vitamins, and minerals like copper and magnesium. They add volume to meals, which increases satiety without adding significant calories, thus supporting an overall caloric deficit. So besides all the vitamins and minerals in leafy greens, they're what's called a high volume, low density food. Basically meaning you can eat a lot of them for very little calories. And these are things we should use to bulk up our meals. We can still eat those higher calorie foods, but we want to bulk them up with these low volume, high density foods. That way we're getting more satiated. We feel like we're eating more substantial amount of food, but we're not increasing our overall caloric intake. And leafy greens, again, associated with a reduction in visceral fat. And last but not least, number 8, one of my favorite snacks, nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds get a bad rap, especially nuts, because they are calorically dense. They do have a good amount of fat in them, but a little bit of nuts and seeds goes a really long way, and there's some amazing health benefits associated with them. Nuts and seeds, especially walnuts, almonds, and chia seeds, are the final food on the list. They provide a balanced mix of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Consistent, moderate intake of nuts also can control your appetite and support a stable blood sugar level, both crucial for a sustained approach to fat loss. One of my favorite things to do with nuts is to either pair them with some type of protein or some type of carb. So oftentimes I'll eat nuts and a cheese stick or a meat stick, or I'll do nuts and fruit. One of my favorite snacks before a workout, even after a workout, is a serving of nuts and a banana. That's one of my very favorite snacks. So don't be afraid of nuts and seeds. Although they are calorically dense, watch your portions, but they have a lot of fat loss benefits. So let me know down below which one of these is your favorite, and which one of these are you going to add more into your diet to help rid that visceral fat. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.